Fuck, 1 second.
Okay, once again, where am I going again?
Keeping this internal, Mr. C. It's going to be considered C3 on the map.
No, I don't know where it's at.
Where are we headed?
C3. Where's that at?
It's over there by the castle. So premium north of that tennis court. So wherever the tennis court is over there, it's just north of it. It's the premium houses north of the tennis court. So you see those blue squares on the left side? That's the tennis court. Just go north of that.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm on the other side.
They're green squares on my map, sir.
It's on the left side.
Yeah, Chief, send it. To the left of... Yeah, the contested zone to the left of premium. Is up there on the hill?
See it on the map.
All right, perfect.
I don't know about the rest of you. My screen is glitching and messed up.
So keep in mind, if you're lagging 9 times out of 10, we'll talk about it later. Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Security detail, guard the gate.
Oh, they fixed it. You used to just walk on top of the water.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
What is up to the water?
Sorry, sir.
This is my property. Why you there?
Sorry, sir, but this is public property. We're gonna need this.
This is my property. Why you here? What are you working for?
We can relocate to a different zone.
Yep. It's okay.
Copy.
Sorry for the inconvenience, sir.
What you
Have
say?
a good day, Mr. Beddoes.
Okay, you too.
Actually, let's just go up north right here.
Take it easy.
Go into
You too.
They're walking. They ran through the
Wait,
gate.
see my location.
Mr. Suede, they ran through the tennis courts.
We are inside the tennis courts, General Suede.
Solid copy.
Mr. C, back to your left. Or Queen, whoever that is.
That's Queen.
Copy, ma'am. Drone up. Observe.
Found him. Over here. Over here, Spike.
Out of earshot, Queen, please, ma'am.
Got you on your pause.
Come around the other way.
How do you like my spots?
Excuse me if I didn't bring my racket.
It is a very private area, though. The only other time they ever use this area is they'll use that little sidewalk right there for the roulettes.
That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, just moving forward with a couple things. Army is gonna start sending out a lot more different convoys. Some of them are gonna be logistics related to have the give the army a little bit more time off the base and more time in the city. With that's also gonna come with certain complications at certain points. So just be ready too. That should be able to open us up for more role play capabilities and act as a quicker response when you guys actually need personnel to respond to some of those things that you guys are doing. That way we're not always punching out from base because that's a long time to actually reach wherever in the city you guys are. As long as we have a convoy close, we can adjust that convoy to actually help and support you guys.
And we could also use these new contested zones, those lockdown zones, for staging areas if needed. They are going to be
Correct.
hot zones, though.
Don't worry, we're going to use those hot zones to make sure that our personnel gets training too, because we'll be able to deploy those service members out as contact teams to be able to go, you know, handle business in those zones.
And we were planning on doing more checkpoints throughout the city, random checkpoints, and possibly RPing the fact that when you're doing your convoys, that we are checking the convoy, making sure their contents are still there, making sure that y'all actually have y'all's things going. Explosives and things that aren't supposed to be on y'all's ticket rally going through the city.
Completely agree on that.
But were you trying to talk about the investigations that you were trying to commit to?
Wait, you broke up a little bit. Say again one more time.
Were you trying to talk about the investigations that you were trying to commit to?
Yeah. So so when it comes into the aspect of leads, right now at the moment it's kind of weird that some of the key personnel that we were looking into have now disappeared either by name change or by other different occasions. And the people that actually started doing a lot of the ghosting have disappeared as well. So I think personnel may have caught on to a, a fraction of the investigation, but we got some associate parties trying to subtly move that thing on forward. We still have one double agent that's out there. We'll be able to give you the tasker of that double agent's name, but other than that, that's all we got.
Major General
Now, are you talking about
102
just for the
Southgate.
affiliation part, or are you talking about per admin part?
Right now, we're talking about the affiliation. As far as for the alphas,
Major General 102 Southgate.
one
Yes.
second. I need to turn off the walkie-talkie.
I just did as well.
So we're gonna shift focus. So when I say stars, you know that means admins. When I say stripes, that typically means gang affiliations.
Copy.
Copy that.
I like your code names. They're always so snazzy.
I appreciate it.
How we handle business in real life.
Yeah, so when it comes to the stars, they got a lot of tight lips when it comes to that. But we have one former star that seems to be on our side.
I got a hidden star in the background, but we do have a couple. What's it called? Stars that are on this map that are gang affiliated completely. And we realized that when we started having our reports, then our weekly reports that we normally have to fill out, that we get commented on, and when we're told that certain things aren't happening in the city, we discovered that a lot of these things were caused by the stars themselves, not by the actual civilian populace.
Yep, completely tracking that. One of our own decided to actually basically her main account um, was downed. She actually ended up quitting us, acting as a double agent, and she only had the capability of actually finding out only a fraction of information before potentially being discovered. Now she's
I
back
will
with
warn
us
you,
under a different name.
going after the stars could be a very messy complex. That's very, very messy and can cause major problems inward towards your faction.
Oh
It
yeah,
happened during the. I don't know if you remember the first chief's term from PD, but there was a big ruckus there where he almost got fired several times because he was onto one of the stars, and just so happens that if you look at the city map, there's one particular gang that actually owns the city, the Stripes, and that found led us to believe certain things, and then we ended up discovering that the leader of said Stripes is a star and a very close star to our home. As a matter of fact, not y'all's home, but our home. But we
great.
also have, and if you noticed, during the middle of my term, I noticed a drastic change when I started making some, and I got rid of a lot of the, let's just say, bad apples. I got rid of a lot of bad apples, and things started running smoother. And I appointed a certain person who ended up. I have the assumption that they are a star, but also the same star I just told you about. That's also the lead stripe,
Got it.
and I think that's why my interviews went a lot more smoother than yours.
Isn't that beautiful? Well, here's the play. We're gonna play a little game. Hopefully, this little game that we play goes very well over the next few weeks, which we do have time. We're gonna play ball. We're gonna continue to gather intel, and then hopefully, hopefully, your faction still has the standing to be able to utilize the information that we gather over time. We're
Well,
gonna meet.
I mean, I only have 1 week left. That and from my information of us from the stars information that they gave to me, that the new person that's going to be replacing me is from that star from the main star's home area. So we're getting supplemented in both EMS and in PD.
So they're pulling from the constellation. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've already been informed that there's been a star placed in EMS. The lead star actually left PD this week and joined EMS this week for for an investigation of their own. But they're investigating for different reasons. I'm not entirely sure. We're not even sure who dismissed them because they usually come to us to ask to bring them into it and relieve them. So I'm not sure how they actually relieve themselves on that point.
It's okay. because we have a former star that's in the EMS right now. He was mad at me for a little bit because he wanted to put his name in the hat to potentially be a DFG. But I told him, hey, I understand where that dynamic was, but I need you elsewhere. So far he's embedded within EMS at the moment. He'll be able to give me some good intel as they continue to move from that perspective.
There is a retired star that's still running around the map that is highly, uh, I would say, possibly disliked by the lead star because of the way they do things. But they've been a star in what's it called, y'all's area and ours, and in the other area. They've been in all three at one point.
Hey, keep this in mind. That chat that we used to have, we can use that as a investigations chat. So add all necessary personnel that's going to be involved in the investigation. Keep it small, please. We don't need we don't need any leaking of information.
Well, if you notice, one of my particular members is not here. That's part of my top numbers, and he's the one I'm in suspicion of the being the star. I don't know if you've ever heard him and what's it called, the other PD star, the one that's usually at our meetings, talk at the same time, or even move at the same time, or be in the area at the same time. And I have a couple times. I also know the lead star is around GH3. The the PD star is around GH1. There used to be another PD star around GH5, but there's a constellation in almost every single gang house. So that's why I say be careful with the wording that you're trying to get towards some of these people because the leaks are very fast. There's some people double dipping.
Oh, it's so simple. Like this is so simple. Anytime that I approach people, I'll be like, "There's so many stars in the sky." I just hope that they respond with too many to count.
But yes, that those I can give you the names on the chat if you'd like. But there is some of those stars that we are aware of. We're still trying to pin down the actual name of the main star. But I know for a fact the main star has been at GH3, but they definitely are good at hiding their voice or not speaking when around certain people.
It's okay.
I am going to be starting a. I decided that I'm going to be doing some middle grounding between the factions and the gang members so that I can set up more RPs. But I'm also going to be setting. I even told the main star this when I found out that they were trying to bring stuff from the people from the constellation over here to replace me. But what's going to happen is I'm going to end up starting a news group with a bunch of unaffiliated people, or try to grab a small gathering of unaffiliated people to start the OneState news channel to uncover the truth of
Oh,
the
I like
city.
it.
I'm gonna see about using the PR manager currently at PD to have him help me post AI videos and things of that nature of us doing our skits for the city to also help promote activity throughout the city and also RP. I don't know if you've actually seen some of his work on the general chat, but he does like that.
Yeah, I've been looking around the general chat. I don't really have a PA person for us yet, but yeah, I'll be looking for that eventually at some point once we get everything settled. We're still waiting for Mr. Moore to actually in place the DFGs.
Yeah, there was